EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Music City. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, and Nissan Stadium on the shores of the Cumberland River. The crowd is alive, and with good reason. It's the NFL playoffs, the best time of the year. And off we go on EA Sports. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Herbert going to throw on this first play. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And he'll get about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. We'll go once more with Brooks. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz.
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get a field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Shotgun now for Herbert. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Second down and 3. In motion, it's Waddle. Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Gibbs. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. In motion, it's Waddle. Down the right sideline. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
Here's a designed run. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1.
Down in the red zone, designed quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short gain.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Gibbs. He slams it in there, and he is in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Titans. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Herbert. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd. And even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
From the gun, it's Herbert. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Christian Gonzalez, first rounder out of Oregon. Tight coverage there. On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. He's got the hook up there to Ogunze. And he will score. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, New England. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Patriots will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Ray gonna return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. Go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That is caught left side by Waddle. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
A 3-yard loss on the play.
And it's 4th down, so here comes Riley Dixon to punt. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. 1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. All even on the scoreboard. We're back in Music City after this. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. To throw, it's Herbert. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be second down.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
What a big play there for New England. 31 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brooks. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Another try with Brooks. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Evan Williams is there for the stop. 3rd and 5.
Go.
Throwing, Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Off the bootleg, here's Daniels. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. Good coverage there by a good corner, Derek Stingley.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down for Tennessee.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Out of the pistol, here comes Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Zaven Collins. And the Patriots are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Go, hey, go, go, go.
Give inside, it's Brooks. And he's going to take this past the 45, and that's good enough for a first down.
Set. 59, 59. Go, go. Set.
Now it's Herbert. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Christian Gonzalez, first rounder out of Oregon. Tight coverage there.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll try and run it with Brooks.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, New England.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to...
That one, take it in. Roll, Odunze. Touchdown, Patriots. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one. for this guy.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Pats will move out to a 14-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll start at the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll motion a tight end right. Go. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Adoree Jackson gets a hand on it to make the play.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
The Titans will use the first of their timeouts, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The tight end, Ertz, in motion. Herbert now on 1st down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
So we are at halftime here in the AFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. Now Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 44-yard line.
Let's go now.
In motion, it's Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 29.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Check go.
On first down, Daniels. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Daniels. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Third and 2. Here's Daniels. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Tennessee. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Folk now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Titans will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Herbert. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Go.
Herbert now on 1st down. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Hey, ram. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. finds the veteran Ertz.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Herbert to the air again. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. That is caught at the 3. And he will get into the end zone. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, New England.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started.
The kick is good. Next to score, Patriots 21, Titans 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Ray gonna return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Set. Go.
Daniels now going to look to throw. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one.
Let's go.
Man in motion here is Jennings. Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels. Going up top and looking for Andrews. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Titans punting unit comes out to the field. A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready. Run. Set. 5-9, 5-9. Set.
A handoff, it's Brooks running right. He'll get about 2. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. Second down and 8. Give it up the middle to Brooks. And he's going to have a Patriots first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On play action, it's Herbert. Open man downfield is Smith. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Brooks. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. One quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That is caught. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Patriots. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Makes the score Patriots 28, Titans 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Play action. Here's Daniels. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate. Work with your quarterback. Go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. And he gets this to the 40. That's about a yard short of the first down, so we'll have third down coming up.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Catch made there by Waddle. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 75-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here.
And he will score. Game on. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown Titans. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Folks' extra point is good. And the Titans are back to within 7. It's 28-21. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. A return now from the 4. And they'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Play action now. It's Herbert. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it's going to be third down. Shotgun now for Herbert. And that is incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. And the Patriots will take over possession here at the 44.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Here's a handoff to Brooks. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Set. Hold the trips right.
From the gun, it's Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Ready, run!
On the ground, they go with Brooks. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Hey, Kappa.
Now Herbert. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 6.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
This is 1st and 10.
19 Lion. Go.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Stephanie. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Cut 19. Cut 19. Get up.
They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. A beautiful play and a big chunk play as well, right to midfield.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Ready? Check out.
Throwing now, Daniels. Open man is Jennings.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Back over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here. And they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They come to the line needing 6 yards for a 1st down.
18, Rattler, 18. Here we go, set. Broncos. Go.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's deep for the back of the end zone.
And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing, all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were one stop away from ending this game, and they came up big when their team needed it.
Here's 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.